Well, hello. Today's the 1976 Sylvester Stallone movie Rocky. 1975, and Rocky Balboa is a small-time boxer in Philadelphia. He fights for small $60 pots in clubs and gyms. He works as a loan shark collector, collecting debts when not boxing. Apollo Creed is the world heavyweight champion. He is so good no one will fight him anymore. So he comes up with the idea of picking a local nobody to challenge to fight him. Rocky is chosen because he has the nickname the Italian Stallion. Rocky also starts a romantic relationship with the sister of his friend Paulie. Adrienne is a shy and mousy woman who works at a pet store. Rocky also decides to accept training from Mickey, a cantankerous former boxer now running a gym. He starts a rigorous training which includes long runs and eating raw eggs. He also boxes sides of beef at the meat packing plant that Paulie works at. The day arrives and Apollo makes his flamboyant entrance as George Washington. The fight lasts for 15 rounds with neither side landing a knockout punch. Apollo wins with a split decision. Rocky and Adrian embrace, and they find true love at the end. So this is the 1976 Academy Award winning movie Rocky, which starred and was written by Sylvester Stallone. In a lot of ways, this movie kind of mirrors Stallone's life. At the time before this was made, he was basically dirt poor, living in a rundown place in Hollywood, and he was about ready to sell his dog because he couldn't afford food for it. But luckily, he had this one script that he wrote like in 3 days after watching the Muhammad Ali Charles Weltner fight. And, it got first introduced by Henry Winkler, who he co-starred in The Lords of Flatbush. And there was a lot of interest in this because it was a good script. But he wanted to star in it, which they were very reluctant to do. And he even turned down offers up to $200,000, which is, a very lot of money back in 1976. And he stuck with it and actually got to star in this movie. And so, it obviously went on to great success. I mean, it had like a budget of $860,000, but made under $225 million. It was actually the highest grossing movie in 1976. And not only that, it also was very critical success. It got nominated for 10 Academy Awards, and it won 3 of them, including Best Picture and Best Director and Best Editing. Also got nominations for Best Actor for Stallone, Best Actress for Talia Shire, Best Supporting Actress for Burgess Meredith and Burt Young. It also has the iconic theme of Bill Conti. I mean, that Rocky theme is just known around the world. It's played at every fight now. And it obviously paid off for him because Stallone then had great success from this. And of course, he went on to be one of the big multi-million budget action stars of the 80s and 90s. A good thing about this too is that, in the 70s, a lot of movies were very pessimistic, nihilistic. I don't know why. It was maybe because of, Watergate, the Vietnam War, bell bottoms, disco. Maybe a combination of all that. But, he also introduced a very positive and upbeat movie. I mean, he first was going to start, doing the trend, which, make Mickey a racist and him throwing the fight. But he decided to stay true that, it was going to instead, end on a very positive, upbeat message. There's a real nice love story to this. I mean, you gotta love Rocky. He's obviously, he's an underdog. He's somewhat of a loser. His life's not going that great, but it's still, he finds love and he finds success. And I think it was very important that they did end it, not him actually outright winning, but he stuck with it. He went the distance, and he didn't. It was done by his decision at the end, but he didn't get it knocked out. And I think that's a very brave move to make for it, because they could have went, real happy ending and have him just be the winner. And this was a good movie. I remember watching it as a kid, and I think I liked it. It was on HBO or something, and never watched it for a while. But it also was so successful. It spawned 5 sequels, and plus another franchise known as Creed. I haven't watched that one because after about 6 Rockies, I was kind of boxing out movies. You see, I'm not really a big boxing fan, but that's fine because you don't need to be. It's not really about boxing. It's about a human story. So, this is a very good movie. I have nothing bad to say about it. I've never really heard anything bad said about it. It's kind of one of those upbeat movies that everybody likes. So thanks a lot for sticking with me. If you did, you are a unique individual.